On Halloween night, the Las Vegas Raiders made a significant coaching change by firing their head coach, Josh McDaniels. This move followed a particularly tense team meeting held just 5 days before McDaniels' dismissal, shedding light on the behind-the-scenes turmoil within the organization. During this pre-practice gathering, players, coaches, and McDaniels engaged in a candid and intense discussion, with some players referring to it as a Kumbaya meeting. However, reports suggest that the meeting went far beyond a simple team-building exercise, as players and coaches took turns openly criticizing McDaniels' coaching style. The grievances expressed during the meeting included his tendency to overcorrect problems on the field, a habit of blaming players for issues related to play calling, and unnecessarily long meetings, among other issues. McDaniels reportedly remained largely silent during this meeting, listening to the litany of complaints. Afterward, during the practice that followed, he attempted to incorporate some of the players' feedback, opting for a more hands-off approach by playing music and allowing practice to unfold without his usual commentary. However, the change in McDaniels' demeanor was striking, as he appeared to be a shell of himself after the meeting, with some even suggesting that he seemed disengaged and distant. This noticeable shift in his behavior likely contributed to the decision to relieve him of his coaching duties. The team's 26-14 loss to the Detroit Lions on Monday night further solidified the organization's consensus on the need for McDaniels' dismissal. It was reported that the entire Raiders organization supported this decision. Intriguingly, an additional detail emerged regarding this contentious meeting. Antonio Pierce, who was appointed as the interim head coach after McDaniels' departure, spoke on McDaniels' behalf during the meeting. Pierce referred to his time as a linebacker on the 2007 New York Giants team that famously defeated the then undefeated New England Patriots in the Super Bowl, emphasizing their unwavering belief in team culture. He asserted that such a mindset was missing in the Raiders and that they needed to develop their own distinct culture. Surprisingly, McDaniels, despite the critical nature of the meeting and the jeopardy of his job, expressed concern that Pierce should refrain from discussing the New England Patriots. The reports about the meeting provided a deeper insight into the emotions that ran high during this gathering, with passionate being a diplomatic way to describe the players' anger and frustration with McDaniels. What was initially described as a cathartic session for the team turned out to be therapeutic for everyone but McDaniels himself. The Raiders are now preparing to face the New York Giants in their first game under the interim head coach Antonio Pierce, marking a new chapter in the team's leadership.